Welcome back, everybody, to the Astragoth campaign, where we have just, probably extremely foolishly, declared war on and attacked GRIMGOR. So we are finding ourselves in a war that might be a little bit more than biting off a little bit more than we can chew, but we will find out here in the very near future. But before we get into all that, my name is Michael, and my goal is to try to provide to you the most immersive Let's Plays that are available on YouTube. So the theme of this one, obviously the Chaos Dwarfs, we've had still a little bit of a mixed opinion about how exactly is the most thematic way to use our laborers here. So until that kind of gets determined one way or the other, I'm just going to continue to use them in basically what I would call sort of an auxiliary role. I could see perhaps marching them along while we use our main army here in ambush stance, for example, to try to use these guys as bait as a possibility. I'm going to try to avoid getting them in like on their own, trying to like conquer territory on their own, because I feel like they're really just there to obey the Chaos Dwarfs and be an auxiliary force for them, at least for the time being. Now, meanwhile, we are suffering from a little bit of a deficiency in labor, so that's really the number one thing going on in terms of our trying to balance our labor with our raw materials, with our armaments, and yada, yada, yada. I'm still kind of learning the Chaos Dwarfs, so I don't know the exact formula yet, but basically it was out of a desperation for labor that led us to declare war on GRIMGOR and grab a whole bunch of additional greenskins for as slaves to work our territory. That being said, we actually didn't get nearly as many laborers out of it, or I should say slaves out of it, as I might have hoped. But anyway, we will continue to do the best we can. We're going to obviously be fighting lots of battles against them, and so hopefully in the long term it will pay off, or we will lose territory. One or the other will happen, and either way it should help fix our deficiency of labor. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it now. So we've got a couple of things to go through here that happened at the tail end of the last episode. I think we ended in the middle of a turn, so I do need to actually finish off the end turn for what we got started in last time. So let's take a look at our options here. All we can really do is march stance. We don't exactly know. Let me just refresh my memory on exactly how strong GRIMGOR is. He's the third strongest faction in the game, so quite powerful. He's only got 6 settlements, so that means he's probably not too far away from us right here. Astragoth, your movement is... yeah, I could move back a little bit with these guys, and I'm kind of tempted to do that, because we don't really want to get attacked right now unsuspectingly. So let's go ahead and let's march stance our way back into our own territory to get a little bit of replenishment, or if nobody shows up, we can easily attack again from here to try to grab just a few more slaves. But the one thing I don't want to do is grab territory that we have very little chance of actually hanging on to right now. So that's one reason why I didn't bother to try to occupy this. Let's go ahead and give ourselves our skill ups here. I think Ash Storm sounds good. And nobody else gets a skill up, okay? Yeah, some replenishment definitely in order. So is... I would like to do a little bit more recruiting when we can, but quite frankly, can't really afford it, can we? The good news is we only have this one single laborer unit left in the main army, in Astragoth's army here, and we should be able to get rid of him and replace him with something better in the very near future. Okay, so in terms of our settlements, I want to continue to focus on this province right here being the one that gets most of our attention. So I don't really see any reason for Uzkaluk to not be the one that's getting the attention here. We could also go ahead and level this up with money. Alternatively, is there anything we could do here? This gets us an additional 6 units. Let me take a look at our garrison here. Yeah, an additional 6 units really doesn't feel like it's worth it right now. That's even once it's all the way up to third level there. It's only 4 units and 3 of them are laborers. Yeah, definitely not worth it. Okay. Well, I don't know that I want to spend all this money on that right now. We are reducing our construction cost, which is what we want. Here, Saber Mountain. This would take money. This is outpost, factory. The factory requires raw. The good news is we're getting pretty decent raw materials every turn. The bad news is we already are not running at 100% efficiency. Yeah, so now I remember the one thing that I really need to do more than anything else is focus on the income buildings. So we want to get this one right here upgraded. But that's going to take 7 turns before we can even start to do that. We do want to get this upgraded. It's only an additional 50 per turn, actually, so never mind. Not super important to do that right now. And it would be, let me see here, there are no income buildings here in a factory. That's interesting. Now, this is another thing that's interesting, is folks had been saying it's best to specialize your provinces in either factories or outposts. But I am seeing raw materials output being able to be boosted here by 30% by having a factory in the same province as your outposts. So we may try that since we already have a factory here. Okay, and then, yeah, I'm going to just let this kind of linger on right now and focus on what we can actually defend. So, Great Skull Lakes, you're up here. GRIMGOR is not close to you. So, I kind of feel like he would be very unlikely to come up here and surprise attack us up there. So Great Skull Lakes, boom, let's go ahead and do it. Okay, and then let me also take a look here at the diplomacy with respect to servants of the conclave and overlords of Zarduk. Servants of the Conclave, you're not at war with anybody. Overlords, you are at war with GRIMGOR. Okay. You're a minor faction. You are a minor faction. Okay. But you're also incredibly strong. And then this is Zatan. I know him from the Tamarkan campaign. He's not at war with anybody right now either. And then Drazoeth here, you are only at war with Rictus. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and just do the best we can and try to react to circumstances as they occur. don't... This is 1350. Nah, it's not worth it. And we don't need that either. Okay, let's go ahead and do our research here. Applied assignments. Construction cost reduction. That sure seems worth it to me for 3 turns. Okay. I am definitely concerned about the relative faction strength between us and GRIMGOR. The good news being that GRIMGOR does have multiple enemies. Just the 2 of us, though. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead, I guess, and... think for a second here. Yeah, let me look over these really quickly. Grow your forces, Assassin's Alliance, Stone Mantle, Industry. Okay. Alright, so we do need this. The assembly line building, which we already have built. Okay, that's right, because it was... We inherited or we already built this before we got that mission or whatever. Okay. Alright, I think we're ready to go ahead and end our first turn here. Okay, interesting. No sign of GRIMGOR yet. Boy, the last thing we need is Kolek to start trouble with us. Alright, the Lamian Sisterhood over here. Okay. Well, I don't love them being trespassing in our territory, but not a whole heck of a lot I can do about that. Actually, I also want to look at military convoys here. So you've got 3 turns left. Okay. Alright, fair enough. And that's going to get us some money, so that would be nice if he does indeed get that far. Now, let's go ahead... I guess I don't really see any reason to not go ahead and do this again. There's still no sign of GRIMGOR. Let me just take a look overall. Karak Vrag down here. You've got it size 11 garrison. This province is not super strong, is it? It's GRIMGOR himself that concerns me the most. Alright, well, we're going to do this again. Oops, I just realized it's probably not the army that I meant to encircle with, but it's okay because it's just... This is just a depleted garrison battle. Alright, let's go ahead and... I am still going to fight it. I know that probably not going to be the most exciting battle in the world, but I do want to not get bored by auto-resolving battles all the time. So let's go ahead and fight it. What we may do, if we're not going to get very much labor out of sacking it, what we may do is go ahead and occupy it, just to try to draw GRIMGOR towards us. And that would at least give us... It would put us in friendly territory where we can replenish. Let's go ahead and start deployment. Looks like the same map that we have seen before. Let's go ahead and get the most badly damaged guys back out of here. You're my 9. Let's go ahead and get the orcs here. The goblins behind, like so. And you can be here. And we're going to have replenishments coming in at 146. So here's what we can do. Let's go ahead and move all you guys kind of like this. You can keep this little... whatever you call that, rock, I guess, as an anchor on our right-hand side to make it hard for them to flank us. Are they going to come towards us? Yes, they are. Let's go ahead and speed up. Okay, your range is not great. Burning Wrath has a range of 300. This is a moving area of effect. It's only 6. Wow. Oh, do I have to target something? Okay, we'll do that. That'll make it a little bit easier to kill them off. Okay. Orcs, you just kind of do the best you can. Go ahead and run away then when you need to. Back up. Let's go and get you guys just kind of clogging the way here. Okay, so this requires line of sight to the target. Strong versus multiple combatants. Okay, you're getting shot. You'd better move back here. Hurry up, guys. We need our reinforcements to come in. 3 seconds. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, let's go ahead and get the sneaky gets up here. Let's go ahead and get the cutthroats up here. You 3 are pretty badly damaged. We're going to do this without you. You can get in here. Let's see here. The blunderbusses. Let's try to get you up here. The hobgoblin archers, like so. We are losing some of our greenskins here, but that's going to happen. It's fine. Let's go ahead and burning Wrath over here. If we end up burning some of our own units in the process, it's fine. Okay, why did that say Vortex damage per second when it's clearly not a Vortex? It's a magic missile. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and get you in on them. Okay, and then of course we have Astragoth. You need to get here. Let's get you headed in here. And you can Curse of Hashut them. Okay, not. Here we go. Yeah. Go ahead and do that on yourself. Okay. Okay, hobgoblin archers. Let's get you guys... never mind. You just shoot at whatever is convenient target, quite frankly. Okay, you guys can now help out down here on those orc boys. And I think between the hobgoblin archers and hopefully the blunderbusses, are you guys in position yet? Not quite yet. Okay. You should be running them off the map. You guys... Oh. Okay, let's try to get... Oh no, never mind. Those are just wolf riders. I was thinking that was the enemy lord. Okay. Took a few minutes to get the... Is that the lord? Well, it's the enemy leader, but he's clearly not a lord. Okay, anyway, yeah, I think we could just go ahead and end it there. Save replay. This is Astragoth 0601 GRIMGOR. Don't know if we're going to have too much in the way of exciting cinematics in that one, but yeah, it just took a few minutes for Astragoth's army to come in and do the wiping out. Our laborers actually took more casualties than they did. I guess that's going to happen when your entire army is laborers. They're basically like Skaven slaves, it seems to be. Trying to cut back on the coffee, so I'm drinking carbonated water instead. Which means I'll probably start yawning here soon. Okay, well, we got a whopping 12 labor out of it. Let's see what we can get from sacking. And if it's not very much, then I may go ahead and occupy. Okay. Definitely not very much. Let's occupy it as an outpost. Wow, we're only getting 4 out of that. Okay, we're going to occupy it as an outpost, largely to give us the ability to replenish right here. Okay. And we're not really at all going to worry about trying to defend it. It's basically, at this point, bait. Gorger Rock. I don't want to spend... Well, I could... For 750, that might be worth doing. Or 750 for income. I really don't want to start building this up, though. That's the thing. And I can't really afford to start replacing all of these laborers with hobgoblin archers just yet, so let's go ahead and do this first. Okay, so we got what's unyielding command. That's pretty decent. Is it more decent than continuing to take spells, however? Hellhammer to wind. That looks pretty good. But of course, the thing about the magic is that our winds of magic are just absolutely rubbish. Spell resistance, missile resistance, unyielding command. I'm going to take unyielding command. And you're the only one that got any skill ups. Okay, what is this Talisman of Obsidian? Negates magical weapons within the effect area. Sure, we'll try that. Enchanted item, Potion of Healing. I don't see any reason to not take that as well. The Power Stone and the Wand of Jet. If I can get this to work correctly. I'm going to actually fuse those. Fuse. Got an obsidian amulet out of it. We'll give that to...
Astragoth.
Oh, I just realized Yeah, it's fine.
Ormanunku.
It's fine.
Eso annunku.
Dawnstone here fit. Yeah, no, I like having the Dawnstone here. Okay, arcane item. Do we have an arcane item? We do not. Alright, and you've already got legendary stuff there, so let's go ahead and just leave it at that. We'll wait for our wounded hero to get back. Okay, Astragoth, you're getting replenished, so that's the important thing. Oh, and we have...
I'm the one in charge, man, here.
We have an enemy right here, okay. Good to know. So these guys are also at war with Kolek, right?
Tyrant.
No, they are not. They're only at war with us and Cathay. Okay. All right, good to know. Good to know. Oh, and they're coming. They got 2 armies headed our way. Okay, well, that's fine if they want to come. They're welcome to come. I'm going to try to ambush them. There's not really good terrain here to ambush in. Oh, never mind. I'm surprised it even let me go into ambush stance because the hero is right there. Oh well. Let's instead go into encampment stance because that'll at least give us a little bitty bit of a melee defense bonus. All right, and Gorger Rock, I'm just not going to do anything building-wise with you because who knows how long we'll actually hold on to this. Meanwhile, Saber Mountain, not really going to do anything there either. You guys, we're just going to wait for this stuff to level up. And what I really need is a hero to try to find GRIMGOR. But I have no hero capacity. I feel like it's extremely likely that we'll have to start giving up territory here in these wars, and that's fine. I'll give up territory, like meaningless territory, in exchange for laborers at this point. So, alright, let's go ahead and take a look again at diplomacy. Okay, nothing to be done there. Astragoth, you can only recruit more laborers right now, which I'm not interested in doing. And actually, I want to save room for the hero when he comes back. Okay, what about the... Oh, you know what? Don't we have an extra... Don't we have capacity for 6 warriors? And I'm currently only using 4 of those 6, so we definitely want to be able to recruit the others, but they're too expensive to do globally, plus they're going to take 2 turns. So yeah, what I really need to do is I need to get back into... I guess I'm going to have to go get all the way back up to here, aren't I? What building lets me recruit them? Does this? Yeah, that... no. What? I don't know. Something let me recruit them. What the heck lets me recruit? Right here. Chaos Dwarf Warriors is this building right here. Did I demolish it, maybe? Okay, I'm a little bit lost right now, trying to figure out how I was able to do the recruiting of the Chaos Warriors before, when I don't have that building built. Okay, all right, bear with me for a second here, folks. All right, Astragoth, yeah, I don't know. I'll worry about it later. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Convoy we already looked at. Tower of Czar. We don't have enough, whatchamacallit, influence. Okay, let's go ahead and end another turn here. Actually, what we can do... I'm trying to remember now why it's not letting me... There we go. Boy, this is so... No... I've got spell resistance, and I've got... Alright, I'm tired of wasting everybody's time. I'll figure it out later. Okay. Yeah, I'm realizing this is maybe the downside of playing a faction for the first time and recording it and posting it and uploading it. Everybody gets to see my extreme ignorance and confusion. Okay, still no sign of GRIMGOR, though. And Kolek is at least not declaring war on us, so that's good. Let's see where there's Bone Chewer Baldig Mountain Eater. Let's see where he goes. Is he going to threaten Blizzard Peak? He is indeed. Decisive defeat. Okay. I don't think there's any chance at all of taking out any of his units, so we'll auto-resolve it. Pretty one-sided battle there. And, aha! Well, it's not GRIMGOR, but it's one of GRIMGOR's lieutenant's armies that we see there. Settlement lost, yeah. Yeah, we knew that. Okay.
Only one I listen to is me.
Alright, that's good. That is a settlement that we could retake and get some labor. So let's go ahead and abandon Gorger Rock. I don't want to fight a battle right now against them with that army right there ready to reinforce it. Are they allied, or is it just because they're both at war with us? Yeah, they're not allied. It's just that they're both at war with us. Okay. Alright, yep. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's get you moving. If I put you in ambush stance, first of all, let's see how far he can move. He can move to there. So I can get you in ambush stance, move you up to here. And, yeah, this winds of magic business is awful. You then can get up to here. 50-50 at best chance of ambushing if he should happen to come out and attack us, but you know, there's a chance. Okay, in any case, we're moving in the right direction. We're just gonna rearrange our front from here to here. And this, most likely, we're not going to get a chance to actually pull this off, but I'm going to try to abandon it. I only took it so that we could replenish last turn. Okay, now meanwhile, you and you and you are all okay. So this actually would take. Yeah, we can afford that. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do anything there just yet. Okay. We're still just barely skimming we're skimming right above 0 in terms of our different resources here, but it's fine. Meanwhile, back to the Tower of Zar. We can do something else here, potentially. Why does this say 112? Can we get usurped? Yes, we can get usurped. How about that? Casualty replenishment rate, that might be pretty good to take. Armor of Contempt, that's okay. Winds of Magic per turn, that's kind of important. Claim seat. Boom. Okay. Now, we're still losing every turn, though. It's just, ugh. The Winds of Magic is such a problem right now. Okay. Good thing we're not completely dependent on it, I suppose. And then we have... I would not mind being able to increase this. Oh, the manufacturing, so it... Yeah, it's got no number here, so all I know is that we can't do anything in it, and I don't really remember exactly why. Maybe we had a limit of 2 things we could do before leveling up something. Who knows? Okay. All right, I think we're good there. Let's go ahead and do our diplomacy again. Clan Ferric all of a sudden is less impressed with us every turn. If we end up losing this campaign, by the way, which I probably should be preparing everybody for the possibility of it. I'm certainly not expecting to immediately, but you know, going against GRIMGOR while we also are at war with the ogres, and anyway, this could get ugly very, very quickly potentially. If we do lose it, I'm leaning towards and there's another army that has a Wa army, and it's a full stack, but it's not GRIMGOR. This is what happens when you go to war with GRIMGOR. You end up fighting 6 armies. Okay, Rog, can you reach Gorger Rock? Yes, you can. Again, not going to fight it. We're going to auto-resolve it, but that actually suits me fine, because I'd right now rather have the border with these guys, with the Mountaineers, than with GRIMGOR. Well, I mean, Sisterhood, you're going to declare war on me now, right? Yep, okay, so this has got shades of the Malachi campaign written all over it, which is you get to the point where you just have too many enemies. When you have too many enemies, you're almost doomed. Okay, so Dolgan got destroyed, whatever. Claimed a Tower of Zar seat. Settlement lost, yes, we know. Okay. New convoy contracts. Wait a minute, I gotta read that again. Incoming and outgoing options for convoy destinations have now changed and will do so every 10 turns. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, okay. Wait a minute. Gorger Rock? We don't... Okay, so we got the message for it, I suppose, prior to actually losing Gorger Rock. So, this is where they are. They're raiding right there. Right here... Astragoth, you cannot reach. But you should be able to stay in ambush stance and sneak up on them. I do not like how quickly
Only one I listen to is me.
How quickly AI garrisons recover. Okay, anyway, as I was starting to say like 5 minutes ago, let's go ahead and raid with you. I don't really see why not. You can actually back up just a little bit. Okay. As I was starting to say, if I lose this campaign, I could very easily start another Astragoth campaign, apply some of the lessons learned, and also make it a grand strategy campaign where we're using the campaign movement reduction mods and the replenishment reduction the realistic replenishment, I should say, and the ultra garrisons and things like that, because I feel like I should just try as much as possible. That's what I should be doing on this channel. I think that's what people generally come to expect with my Let's Plays. So I just wanted to get a little bit of experience under my belt with respect to Chaos Dwarfs before doing all that. Okay, do we want to do this? No, I don't really want to do that. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, wait a minute now. I forgot I've got the Lamian Sisterhood here that I've got to worry about. Okay, Great Skull Lakes. Yeah, you... Ugh. Okay. You actually go into March stance. And you start... No. How much do we get? We get nothing out of raiding? Am I in my own territory? I am in my own territory. No wonder. Okay. Yeah, that makes a whole heck of a lot more sense. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and get you then right here. Let's hope that we have a turn or two before Lamian Sisterhood attacks us. We're going to have no choice here but to raise another army over here to help defend. Oof, man. Even our capital here is... He's got the walls, but other than that, he's got a really crappy garrison. Okay, I need to take a look here at the... How expensive is it to have another army like this? It's just over 1,000. Yeah, we need to fall back. We need to trade territory for labor because we just can't defend all of our territory. That's definitely a big mistake that I've made at this point. Not realizing how many enemies that we were going to get, because again, the first time you play through a faction, of course I did declare war on GRIMGOR, so that's pretty much my fault. But yeah, first time you play a faction, you don't really have a good feel for who all your enemies are likely to be. Okay, wagon engineering. Okay. Construction for ports, not a big deal. That could be good. Sorcery. Hero action, hero capacity. We could definitely benefit from this. Yeah, let's go with that. Because right now, we're at 1 out of 1. Yeah, it would definitely benefit us to go to 2 out of 2. And do we have the building that lets us recruit them? Yes, we do. Okay, we just need to level it up to increase the capacity. But this is also going to increase the capacity. Very good, okay. Alright, I like that. And hopefully it won't be too many turns before the wounded hero gets back into the fight as well. We're going to give this 1 turn here. If this doesn't get too strong for us, then maybe we could sack this, definitely get some labor out of that, and then, like I said, back up and sacrifice territory for safety, and just hope that Lamian Sisterhood ends up attacking the Blasted Expanse instead of coming directly up here into our main province. That would be fine. Let's go ahead and check our diplomacy out. We're at 63. We're not super weak. Okay, I don't want to make nice with any of you all. Lamian Sisterhood, who else are you at war with, if anybody? Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, so yeah, anyway, this is, you know, this is what I like. This is the way I actually like to play Let's Plays, or Warhammer in general, where it's not just a constant steamroll, where wars feel like actual strategically difficult, complicated messes where sometimes... Okay, there's GRIMGOR. That's absolutely terrifying. Alright. Well, We definitely do not want to get our main army... Okay, that could be good. Decisive victory. Very good. We'll definitely fight this. It's just going to be a field battle. Yeah, we definitely do not want to get Astragoth's army destroyed by GRIMGOR. Which it currently would, because that's the equivalent of 4 full stacks of greenskins that he's about to attack us with. And our units are good, but they're not good enough to take on anywhere near 4 full stacks, including GRIMGOR himself. Okay, so start deployment here. We obviously need... We need to protect our blunderbusses more than anything else. Blunderbusses, you guys right here. Let's get you like that. And we're going to use Astragoth. And, boy, how are we going to do this? Let's get you guys... Let's get you guys like this. We're going to get... Actually, maybe this is what we do. Like this. Okay. You guys are just there to stop them from flanking and hitting our missiles from the flank there. Meanwhile, you guys right here, your job is going to be to hold them in place as much as possible. You guys are going to attack from over here. And you guys... I don't know. We'll figure out a use for you in a moment. Actually, no. Since you've got that ranged attack, I should probably get you up here as well. I'll start out with you, actually moving you forward. And then you... We're probably going to send you... it's probably not a great idea to send you straight into Saber-Tusk packs. Okay, we'll figure out a use for you as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get... Let's say... You 4 are my... You're going to be my 3. We're going to do that. You guys are my 4. We're going to do that. You guys are my 5. We're going to send you straight at Bone Chewer, probably. And here, you guys over here as well. Okay. Alright, and then Astragoth, of course. Okay, so let's go ahead and get... Let's get the 5s started first. Boom. Boom. 4s, you guys charge in. 3s, you guys charge in. Astragoth, you charge in. You can go ahead and flame cloak yourself. Okay, you guys... Actually, you're going to get wiped out there, so that's probably not great. You can go ahead and charge in on the Noblar Trappers. You as well. Yeah, you guys right now try to run away, because you're going to get destroyed right there. Okay, you guys shoot at whatever. You're doing pretty good damage at least. You guys try to kill him. Okay, 3s. Let's take you off of a locked control group, and all of you try to get on him right now. And Astragoth, see if you can bail them out. Okay, you guys start shooting in this direction. Okay, 4. You guys now switch targets. Okay, my blunderbusses, I kind of let you guys run forward. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, you get on him. Astragoth, how you doing here? Let's go ahead and do this. And then that. Okay. Alright, I really feel like our Hobgoblin Archers are definitely going to do a ton of damage in this fight. Which is more than I can say for our Hobgoblin Cutthroats, but that's fine, that's to be expected. Okay, the Archers. Let's see, what are you... Let's get back up here and try to take him out. Where did my where did you? Yeah, try to take him out. Let's get him finished off. Okay, and then you guys, I want you guys to kill him if you can. Okay, he's dead. That's good. Let's go ahead and try to get you on the Saber Tusks, maybe. Let's get the Hobgoblin Archers. Love these guys. Saber Tusk pack. Okay, just do as much damage as you can there. You, I don't think we really need to worry too much about wiping out the rest of their army. We did as much damage as we needed to. Save replay. Astragoth 0602. This is, what are they called? The Mountaineers. I'm just going to say Ogres. End battle. Okay. So, yeah. We should get a little bit in the way of labor out of this. Obviously, took out an enemy lord, which is good. But now we're just going to have to skedaddle. Alright, 130 labor. Only 1,000 gold, which is a little bit unfortunate. And half a level. Okay, we're gonna take the labor. And like I said, oh, that's right. It's still the end turn. Can you tell that I can't move away from GRIMGOR fast enough? I'm like, hurry up and give me control of my army so I can run away. Okay, there we go. Achieved multiple victories over the Ogre Kingdoms. Okay. Sword of Anti-Heroes, great. Obsidian Trinket, whatever. Convoy completed, okay, so we got some money out of it. That's good. Out of the Volary. Okay. After their journey through the... Oh, okay, so this is what we got for the convoy. After their journey through the eastern steppes, your trading convoys have finally returned, greeted by the smoke and noxious fumes of Zar Nagrund. They bring with them... Okay, so this... I guess this is the same verbiage every time except for the location itself. So the ever-changing blade, that's great. And we added a soul grinder of Tzeentch. Very nice, okay. Alright. Definitely take all that, and, okay. Now, like I said, panic time. Astragoth. How far can he... Okay, I don't think he can reach Ice Spewer to attack it this turn. So, Astragoth, you are going into March stance, my dude. And you are not going to stop for anything. Hopefully you are far enough away. Yeah, you should be. You're far enough away, I think, that if they were to attack Ice Spewer, you would not get pulled in. At least I sure hope that's the case. Okay, now we can do... Okay, what do we want to spend our money on, or our skill on here? Tyrant was good. But what I really need to do is I really need to make, with our Winds of Magic being so absolutely pathetic, I need to make Astragoth a better melee combatant. Okay, and this is our convoy leader. You can now have... Let's give you Blade Master. You now have 3 different unique items there, so that's pretty cool. Sword of Anti-Heroes and the Obsidian Amulet and the Obsidian Trinket. The Potion of Healing. Okay, we want to get these things into the hands of the right people. Sorcerer Prophet, you are... Okay, I think somebody mentioned that the Sorcerer Prophet actually can be used pretty decently as a melee combatant, so we're going to go ahead and give that to you. Arcane Item, nothing here to give to you, okay. Alright, fair enough. This is, that's fine. Okay. So, Astragoth, you have moved to your fullest extent, and now you guys... I wonder if they could take Blizzard Peak. There's no reason to other than just using it as a distraction in case GRIMGOR would come down this way instead, but now let's go ahead and continue to try to keep our armies close together. And replenishing. Okay, Saber Mountain. Yeah, all of this territory is very likely going to get sacrificed. I'm going to focus still. Okay, good. He's going to attack right here. Presumably next turn. He can have it. I probably should have tried to abandon it, but it's fine. Okay, so right here... Maybe we are in a situation where we go ahead and start building these. What is this? This is armaments, but it's... Actually, you know what I need? I'll tell you what I need. I need to be able to build these Chaos Dwarf warriors. That's what I need. Boom. Okay. Yeah. Alright, that'll be good. If we can make it for 3 turns where we can actually then upgrade that, that would definitely be very good. Anything to do here? Recruitment cost, recruit rank. We'll switch over to that in 3 turns. And we're just going to race our armies back here, and we're going to get Astragoth to be as strong as he can be. You guys stop accepting new labor. And you guys are still shy of what you need. So one more reason to not upgrade this, okay. Alright, wow, this is going to be a real challenge. I'm making no promises as to how we get out of this. Alright, this army is... way... We could fight one of these armies, we can't fight 4 of them. Yeah, and then GRIMGOR, he's got Black Orcs, of course. He's level 15. He's got a Black Orc Big Balls here. He's got the Doom Diver Catapults. Yeah, we definitely bit off more than we can chew going against GRIMGOR. However, I was just going to say, maybe it took the pressure off these guys, but these guys, look at that. They're completely wiped out now. They have 0 military left. Okay. Alright, well, anyway, it is what it is. We'll do the best we can. The Hellforge, we still can't do anything in the manufactory. I think I'm gonna... Wait a minute, let me check and see. What can I actually recruit? If I'm gonna be back over here, I can recruit nothing from that building. Oh, that's how I was able to do it. I don't need to build that. I can recruit it right there. Recruit those Chaos Dwarf warriors right here. Okay. So that's what we're going to do then. We've got 2 more of those that we can recruit. Can I also recruit blunderbusses from this? No. No, I cannot. In order to recruit blunderbusses, I need that building right there. Okay, well, we're going to stick with the 2 blunderbusses for now. And we're going to go ahead and... Wait a minute, what about the Great Taurus? Can I recruit them? I don't... The Bull Centaur Renders and the Great Taurus. Okay, so we can recruit the Bull Centaur Renders and the Great Taurus as well. And eventually we'll be able to recruit those things, but that's going to take us a lot of armaments to get to that point. Okay. So we could do the Great Taurus. We cannot quite afford the Bull Centaur Renders. But I think the main thing that we probably want is the Chaos Dwarf Warriors. Okay. So there's 3 more that we can put into this army. You, let's go ahead and disband you. And I might turn this guy into a hobgoblin. A hobgoblin army. We shall see. We shall see. Let's. In any case, I think. Yeah, we're not going to upgrade anything. Diplomacy-wise, I don't think there's going to be much for us to do. Yeah, in fact, I've already checked all that, so never mind. Let's go ahead and do our intern. This is probably going to have to be our last intern for... Yeah, this is going to have to be the last intern for this episode. Well, it definitely made it exciting when I decided to attack GRIMGOR. He hated us, and there's no telling when he would have declared war on us anyway. But this is going to be a concern. Big concern. Okay, do they want peace now? They must. Oh, they're even willing to pay for it. Sure, we'll take that. And you're going to take the Blasted Expanse. Decisive defeat. Don't really see any reason to fight it. We'll auto-resolve it. The best we could have done is maybe kill a zombie or a skeleton unit, but there's not even any point in doing that against the vampire counts because they can, half the time, you know, the dead rise again or the dead walk again or whatever that message is, they get them right back. Okay, so settlement lost, yes, we know. Peace negotiated, okay, regional raiding, yeah, lots and lots of raiding going on. That's fine, we already know we're going to lose it. Okay, well, we got our work cut out for us, that is for sure. Just now realized with the way that we're losing money, once I get more of these guys in the army, it's going to be even more expensive. So, I don't know, we're just going to have to fight and actually figure out a way to win a battle or two, really. And I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do it. But, you know, we'll We'll keep plugging away. We'll try something. Oh, I forgot to actually build that. Since I canceled the building, the other building. It's fine. Alright, well anyway, we're going to go ahead and leave it there. Let me know if you got any suggestions, because obviously this is a little bit on the more challenging side all of a sudden. But anyway, in any case, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.